Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man giving you the truth. The channel is a no matrix, no simping, all subjects channel. This is gonna be a shorter video because this is gonna be an easy one to get my point across. Every man should be a marriage atheist. Every man should be a marriage atheist. What do I mean by this? You don't believe in marriage, but you should be open to it. Like, you should be open to it. If convince me of it. Convince me of it. Convince other men why they should marry you. Why they should marry you. Convince. And you know how atheists those are like, I've been preaching over 20-something years. When a person is really an atheist, you really you can convert them. I've converted some atheists. I don't convert anybody. They convert themselves when they take into consideration positively the things I tell them about the Most High God. But a marriage atheist is a guy who does not believe in marriage. We got to get back. Look, somehow, some way, it's been wrong the whole time. It's been wrong the whole time. Looking back, like I was pondering the scriptures, and I'm looking at this like it was always the father prepared the daughter for what she needed to be in marriage, as well as their mother contributed wisdom. And then after that, the father convinced him why he should marry his daughter. Fast forward to 2022, the way the world is now, it's not going to work like that. So the way we need to do it now is you women need to convince him why he should marry you. Because here's why I say that. Because when you do so, more than likely, it's gonna cause you to put forth more of a positive effort. If it's the other way around, well, he trying to convince you why you should marry him, that's simp behavior. You being a simp. You being a simp. That's why we all as men, we need to make sure we at practically our masculine max. And we need to make sure that if you're not married now, make sure that you getting your life together in case you will be one day. See, this where guys mess up. This where I messed up. While you living that street life, that is not the time to get married. Even if you fresh out of the street life, that's not the time to get married. The time to get married is when you starting to hate those things that contribute negatively towards your life, and you know the things that contribute positively to your life, and you pursue those things. What kind of husband you gonna be selling drugs? Now you locked up and your kid's birthday come, and nobody come to their birthday party. The first thing they're gonna be looking at is you. Because even if your kids, if nobody come to their birthday party but you come, they will appreciate that, and they will forget about the fact that nobody was at their party. We done had birthday parties in hotel rooms. Like, literally, no place. Like, we moved to Texas. We was in that room, and didn't nothing change while we was in the room. We was in the room having birthday parties, cake, singing happy birthday, everything, playing video games. So, if you as a woman want to be married, then when you ask yourself those two questions I talked about in the other video, that's when you should be figuring out, don't string nobody along, that what it is you want in regards to your man. Now, it's easier for a man to get what he wants than a woman to get, well, in some ways. Because these women do not be wanting to submit. Half of them don't even be wanting to cook. Who want to eat Burger King all the time? I like Burger King, but who would want to eat that every day? I like the, a lot of stuff on that menu I like. McDonald's too, Wendy's. I mean, I like, you say, man, you fat, man. I ain't that fat, man. I'm not skinny at all, but, So, we need to be marriage skeptics. Skeptic. Marriage atheists. I'm using that term atheist not in regards to God, but in regards to marriage. I don't believe in marriage. I'm going to tell you right now. And that's not a slap towards anyone. But when I got married, I'm going to tell you like this. When you get married, it's going to be different. That's why you got to ask yourself these questions. You got to know what you're dealing with. Am I dealing with somebody that's been in love with somebody else? With men, it don't matter, but it matters with women, man. That's why you got to be a marriage atheist. Don't believe in it. Don't let no preacher, nobody tell you otherwise. If they start trying to turn you into a simp, telling you all the stuff you need to do, and you at church, just do this. You know how they do this? Put your hand up and go out to the car. Y'all gotta be, I'm telling you, man, it'll save you a lot of money and a lot of heartache. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff today, man. That's why it's good. I'm making good timing, because now I can get all of this stuff out early. But make them convince you of marriage. Be a marriage atheist. They need to convince you why you should marry them. And you know how atheists be debating? It should be a debate. You should already know what you're going to say. Don't think these atheists, religious atheists, they be knowing what they're going to try to say to believers. You should know what you're going to say to these women to try to get you to marry them. Especially if you're a man of means. They all going to be an interview face. That's another something that I came up with. They're going to be an interview face. Well, you got to be able to see through it. Like when some of them atheists was rough, man. You have to have the approach that they be having. Even though they lose against somebody that know what they talking about, that's how you have to be. Okay, she talking about we should get married. I'm finna drill her and I'm finna see how she handles. One of the main things you want to look at with them is how they act when they losing an argument. Do she shut down? Because if she shuts down, you ain't gonna get nowhere with her, I'm telling you. If she's a shut downer, you gotta have open lines of communication, man. Because people who shut down, man, I ain't trying to hear, man, I believe whatever. Look, I had a guy that I considered a friend. That's how he was. But here's the problem, though. He was shut down and stuff that he hasn't researched, that he don't know about, that I'm telling him about. Man, you just, So when people do that, that's a form of manipulation. They think that you should be what they want. But what they want ain't always what you should be. That's why, again, women have to ask themselves this. We'll revisit this topic, though, because you're going to hear me using this a lot. You have to be a marriage atheist. Right now, I'm not going to put my business out there. But in terms of what I think about marriage, I'm a marriage atheist. At least legally. Not towards... I'm a atheist towards legal marriage, and you'll never convince me otherwise. Towards non-marriage license marriage, I'm on the fence. That's just me. That's just me. But y'all understand what we saying here. This is part of matrix-free mindset. Don't let these women get in your head. You be a marriage atheist. Be like, legal marriage on paper, all that. Forget about that. Because it don't benefit men. You'll be working for her. That's slavery. Do you believe in slavery? And then the divorce lawyers might as well come in with they cup, they fur coat, strolling, styling, profiling. They might as well, because that's what they are. You can't pimp me if I ain't no hoe. In regards to marriage, you get that legal paper, it's almost like a pimp getting in a prostitute's head. That's pimp juice. Legal marriage. Yo, preacher, if you don't make it legal, then what is it then? Stop listening to these dudes, man. I think they prove time and time again, let me get the resources these guys got. They'll be trying to kill me because they already know I'm going to do something with it. They don't do nothing to them because what are they doing? They not really, they might affect a couple people, but they're not really affecting the world like that. That's why they watching me. They got my name. Trust me, I got my ways of finding out. It said, when I looked up myself, it said, this individual is on the government watch list. I'm like, what I do? What I do? They ain't worried about some of y'all, man. But anyway, this is the Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. Thanks for watching.